Alright, hello, my name is Josh Sladek, and we'll be going over the historical evolution from HR to HCM. Alright, let's get started. Okay, first things first, what is the difference between the two? So, HR is generally considered or is referred to as just the department within an organization or business, and HCM is a lot more broader. The term is used more broadly, and it's a more of a strategic approach towards managing a company and organization's employees. Um, HR is much more administrative focused and much more focused on how the employees can help the company, and HCM is also focused on that, but is much more employee focused and views them as capital. And we'll get into that a little bit more moving forward. Um, HR covers personal management like recruiting, payroll, training, and compliance, while then HCM focuses on all those things as well, just with a broader range, including things like talent acquisition, onboarding, etc., etc., etc. And then HR, each of their individual systems are isolated from one another. There's not a lot of communication, and HCM is much more integrated with functions ranging from recruitment to retirement, start to finish, done through analytics. HR is much more process and compliance focused, whereas HCM, again, more employee focused, employee performance, engagement, talent retention. It's much more focused on making sure the employees are, you know, in the position where they can succeed and help the company. For example, if HCM, with its abilities, it'll be able to tell if you are in an incorrect position within the company, and it can move you into a better where you're more successful, therefore helping the company. Right cog for the wrong machine type of thing. And the in HR is a lot more reactive towards talent management, acquisition, and retention, whereas HCM is much more proactive. It'll try to get on that and have a much more strategic approach towards talent management. Alright, so now we kind of know the difference between the two. Let's kind of move on. Alright, so why the change? So the change from HR to HCM in most companies is a response to a changing business environment, and that is where employees are being treated far more as a valuable asset as opposed to just someone that is working for the company. The phrase human capital emerged in the 1960s during the age of automation. It's just a quote I pulled up, and the word capital in the term human capital is referring to the economic value which skilled and highly trained employees carry, and will be a return on investment into the company or organization they work for. It's not simply just personnel management like HR. It's much more than that. You can have an employee, but if they have, talent shortage is such a big problem according to LinkedIn, and the investment into their employees will start to also attract new employees that are looking to or seeking to improve upon themselves and progress through the company, as opposed to just getting their job done, going home at the end of the day. I just put human capital, the idea of viewing employees as valuable assets and investments into them, making them more valuable employees. It's the first vocab word. Alright, so what are some other upsides created by HCM? So, this I'm not saying HR created nepotism, but HCM actively seeks to get rid of it and focuses more on meritocracy as opposed to nepotism. Nepotism being a preferential treatment towards family members or close friends in professional settings. This should not be mistaken, I put here, it should not be mistaken with in-house hiring, because in-house hiring is still an important tool. Having someone, they may not have as much direct merit as someone that's being hired outside of the company, but they have knowledge within the company, and that's a very valuable thing. Better employees are created through the focus on talent. When you focus on talent, you're creating better employees, simple as that. The use of succession planning to fill vacant holes within an organization, and this is identifying the critical positions, things like management, in a business and organization, and developing individuals in-house to take over those positions when those vacancies pop up. Is a very important thing that HCM creates. And HCM is just overall designed for adaptation in the changing company or organization needs. Whatever an organization, or a company or organization needs, it's constantly changing. They may need one thing next 1 year, another thing the next year. HCM has the ability to transition their employees' interests along with the company's, making sure they're working within one another or for one another, and not just a broad spectrum of you need to do X, Y, and Z. Alright, in conclusion, I like to think of HCM as just a natural evolution of human resources. It's just a more modern approach to running a business and organization while still keeping the necessary traits of human resources, which is important. It's not a completely different thing. It still takes all of the original focuses of human resources, like things like focusing on payroll and things like that. HCM still tackles all those things. Every business and organization is unique and needs an employee management system that can adapt to those needs. Alright, and there are my references, and that will wrap it up. Thank you for listening.